In this video, I will show you how event is handled in Java. In Java, there are different objects in the user interface, and users will be interacting with those objects. Objects like button, text box, checkbox, radio button, etc. Even the containers, users can work with the container also. By clicking the container or by pressing the key in the keyboard, events are generated. In Java, events are handled using delegation model. In the delegation model, the source will not be handling the event. Instead, it will delegate its responsibility to some other object. In Java, listeners are defined to handle the event. So, in Java, there will be the source object on which event will be generated, and that event will be delegated or given to some other object, that is the listener object. Now let's see a simple example. Let's create a simple user interface, and in order to handle the event, we have to import java.awt.event package. So in order to manage the layout, we have to import java.awt package also. Suppose our class is AAA, that will be extending JFrame. Let's suppose that will be implementing item listener. Here item listener is the interface. It has one method defined. Class AAA has to define that method. That method is item state changed. So let's let's define some checkboxes here. ch1, ch2. Now define constructor. Within constructor, let's initialize this checkboxes. One. Let's make something mobiles. As the user clicks on this button, event is generated. So we have to add event listener to these checkboxes. First, add this checkbox to the container using add method. Okay, add cs2. Let's make the layout of this container as flow layout. Now, write some methods to specify size. Set visible true, set location related to null. This will make our window appear at this middle of the screen. Default close operation, say frame dot exit on close. This default close operation will help us to close our window properly. Now let's add listener to these checkboxes, and we have to use add item listener. And let's suppose this frame will be handling the event, so we are passing reference of frame using this keyword. In the both, we have specified the item listener, and in both we have passed this. Now let's define the function public void item state change, and this will take item event as parameter. Let's make it IE. Now how can we know which button being clicked? For this we will be using object of item event. Here we can see IE is the object of item event that is passed as the argument to item state change. If IE dot there is the method get source equal to, this is the first checkbox being clicked. Okay, what we can do is, okay, we will be changing the text of this text box. Selected. Again, we'll just copy paste this. Control C, Control V. If this is 2, then 2 is selected. Now in this way we can handle the event. It's defined main function public static void main string args string utilities dot invoke later new runnable interface public void run new AAA. Now let's close this. This file, okay, videos with name AAA.java. Error string utilities where utilities mistake. Okay, compiled. Okay, execute. What I've done. Okay, you can see this window. As I click on this button checkbox, you can see selected. Similarly, if I check this, it will be also selected. So here in this example, I have added two checkbox and provided item listener to both of them. And in the item state change method, I have used the get source method of item event object to check which object been clicked. So here we are doing action on the checkbox, but that action is handled by frame object. This keyword, this will represent frame object. So the here checkbox delegated is responsible to handling event to the frame. In this way, we can handle the event and know which object generated the event using the get source method of this item event objects. Okay, that's all.